welcome back to my channel. Thank you for joining me for the series. This is part 5. Sorry, let me plug my earpiece. Okay, so this is part 5. This series, I call it Getting Rewarded Beyond Money in Business, and I have 2 case studies. By 2011, I have continued to work on the job on the children's book. We had it in print. Then the author has come back to say we should make it into an app. And we also did. I had to start thinking when she asked, and she wanted us back home here to do it, not in the UK where she lived. I began to think, okay, who do I know that can do what this woman wanted? So I had to find an illustrator, and the guy is really good at it. David is very, very good with illustrations. I got somebody who could design really good book covers, and also got I also went ahead using my company registration to go register my company in the National Library of Nigeria, because they are the ones that issued ISBN, which is the series number of books in general. Okay, I had to go register, and I told myself that this is becoming an interesting journey, right? Literally. So, and this came about because people asked. So beyond editing, I had other clients who, after I was done with editing their work, they asked me, oh, how can I go about designing my book cover? How can I go about illustrating my book, especially those with children's books? How can I go about publishing or printing my book? And I knew that I needed to find a solution. So I got channel partners. I thought about it that I didn't need to get a staff in that sense to be able to do this. I knew that these were things that we need per need. When we need them, we can always outsource. And that was how I developed my business around the business model I call channel partnership. Okay, so I got the illustrator, and what I discussed with him was, guy, anytime I have any job to be illustrated, you handle it for me. You have to tell me the cost, that is my own cost. Then I can charge a little bit extra so that I can take for my consultancy for my company. That way I can pay you your full fees and all that. So I did that same partnership, and I wrote it down for all the people that needed to outsource any company job to. And that was how I began to run my business. By 2012, I got another job in a foundation as a director of operations. So I was doing this business, but I was also working a 9-to-5. So I knew that I needed this kind of people to outsource to, so that way I can deliver for my clients without having to slack in any way. And I learned how to manage time. I had a standard or a system that I used to manage timing for turnaround time for delivering clients' job and all that, and it worked perfectly. It worked so perfectly, guys, and I was able to help people design their book covers, help them to edit, of course, which was my core job, help them to illustrate, get them an ISBN, had a partnership with a publishing company or a printing press now that I could also publish my clients. And we all had a good deal, and they gave me good prices as well, and that became a journey of full-fledged publishing. But I like to call myself an editor still, and and a publishing consultant, that if you want. But my go-to services is copy editing. Whether what you want to write about is already written or you need it to be transcribed and then edited, that's my core, right? So that was how I saw different aspects of making money. Now I finished the woman in the UK. I finished her business, delivered the printed job, and she was so excited. Now look at what she told me. She said, Jenny, when I first saw your blog and reached out to you to edit my work, I didn't have any guarantees. In my mind, I was like, I wasn't sure how Nigerians handled jobs. She's Nigerian, okay, living in the UK, but she felt she had never seen, maybe she had never gotten excellent services back home or what, I don't know what it is, but she said she really crossed her mind that she was going to pay that money and she was willing to lose it. So in her mind was that this lady might end up not delivering, but I'm going to let it go all the same. So she was just, kind of, what they call that now. She was just gambling with the money, if you know what I mean. She was just paying it to see whether she will actually receive what she wanted. Now we blew her mind. When I say we, me, because at that time I didn't have any other editors. I'm going to tell you how I was able to get other editors on board and all that with time. Now, I blew her mind. She told me that she had never seen that excellence, and she was really proud that I was her sister, like Nigerian, and I was able to keep to my words and meet the deadlines and stuck to what it told her was to deliver. That was my very first pure, great proposal from across Nigeria, from outside Nigeria rather. And I knew at this point that there was no going back, guys. This was something I loved to do. I've been doing in university without being paid. Didn't know it was a business. Now I was being paid for it and giving more. See what happened. She went ahead to shop for me. She sent me 2 shoes. Oh God, I wore those shoes till they actually cried. She sent me 2 shoes through a delivery service, and they delivered it to me in Abuja. This really makes me, just thinking back, it just gives me a lot of confidence that there's a lot a young person can do when you're confident and excellent at what it is that you do, okay, and you're open to learning. She sent me 2 shoes after paying me and saying she was grateful. So excellent people will pay for excellence any day, guys. So don't bother about pricing your services, according to what your competition is rendering and all that. Just do a good job. Yeah, if you need to charge so much more, let the client see that the difference is clear with your services and your competition. That way you don't have to struggle. You don't have to struggle, guys. And anyway, so by that time I was really excited. So I had to, first of all, so at this point I did get partnership with people who are CEOs in themselves or who are technical people in themselves, rendering freelance services. So I got them to be my partners. I also got a web designer. I remember that, and I have worked with that web designer for a long time. When it comes to logos and website banners, Tunde is the one I go to. So we had all of those deals, and whenever they see my job, even if they are with other people's job, they have a way of making myself my own priority, and they get paid upfront. And I was able to make money from the commissions I charged myself for outsourcing to them, while also getting paid for my core service, which was editing. So imagine I had to, get an illustrator, a book layout designer, a book cover designer for one client, and the client has to pay. I get paid a little bit on all of those services plus my editing service. That was one way I saw to make multiple streams of income out of what I did. Now also, remember I have a blog at this time. By 2011-12, at this time, I was also seeing opportunities with my blog, okay? And I started interviewing authors. Now, my blog became an author's go-to place. I interviewed authors, even authors who were, I remember a particular author who was Indian. She sent me her work, and I published. I published them for free at the time. But look at it, that was another stream of income. If I was going to publicize authors and introduce them to the Nigerian market and in the world through my blog, they could easily have paid for it, right? So this is how to think when you are just starting a business and you want to grow it. So I began to see opportunity with interviewing authors and other people who did any complimentary service around what it was that I offered. I also could have made money advertising services like books. When people's books are out, advertise for them, put in a word there, which is even easier today. When I did those things for free, I concentrated on my editing and my publishing and sourcing, guys. So this was really a big thing for me. Have you run a business that was more or less on wheels? Because I didn't have a business address. I was still working 9-to-5 jobs, but I was running my company. I was documenting everything. I was delivering right on time. I was making my returns, paying my taxes. Did I pay taxes? No, I can't remember. Anyway, but I went to get my TIN, I remember, but I can't remember if I did. I know I got a tax consultant at the time. I'm not sure we put through that deal at that time. Anyway, then that same year in 2011, I got a scholarship of 850,000 naira to go study business at the Pan-Atlantic University. That was a grant that came through our then president's scheme to help young business people to understand business processing. And thanks to His Excellency Goodluck Jonathan, I got that scholarship amongst other people. I remember a friend of mine who told me about that opportunity after she had applied for it. It was not even chosen. Oh God. but I got it. It was just God's grace. That was the academy that also taught me a whole lot in 3 months about how to start a business from start to finish. When it comes to PR, so did I say PR? When it comes to HR, operations, marketing, design, business ideation, modeling, all the stretch. I learned that at the Pan Atlantic University EDC. Okay, and yeah, I was part of SEM A3. SEM means Certificate in Entrepreneurship Management, which was the course that we were enrolled for. But the name of the program from government was Grooming Enterprise Leaders (GEL). I was in class A3. We had different batches at the time, and it was really a good time for me. What took me there, what gave me these opportunities were this business I had humbly started, and I was also working for people, so I had to take permissions to attend this training in particular, and kept growing my business from there. Okay, watch out for my next series.